This video is over volume of cylinders, cones, and spheres. Our first problem is a cylinder that has a radius of 6 and a height of 5. We're going to use our formula, V equals pi r squared h, plugging in the radius, which is 6, and the height, which is 5. We solve the exponents first. 6 squared is going to give us 36. We multiply the 36 times the height 5 to get 180, and then we multiply by pi. The directions tell us to use 3.14, and so when we multiply, we end up with 565.2. The directions say round to the nearest tenth, and 2 is in the tenths place, so we can stop there. For number 2, we have a cylinder with a radius of 3, and our cone has a height of 6. We plug it into our formula, pi r squared h divided by 3, making sure to plug in 3 as the radius and 6 as the height. Solving exponents first, 3 squared gives us 9. We multiply the 9 by the height 6 to get 54. We divide that answer by 3 to get 18. And then we multiply by pi. The directions tell us to use 3.14. And so when we multiply, we get 56.52. The directions also tell us to round to the nearest tenth. 5 is in the tenths place. The 2 tells us to round down. And so our answer stays 56.5. For our last problem, we have a sphere. And this sphere has a diameter of 11. So our first step is to take half of our diameter because we only want the radius, and half of 11 is 5.5. We use our formula, 4 pi r to the third power divided by 3, plugging in the radius that we found, 5.5. We solve the exponents first, so 5.5 to the third power is going to get us 166.375. We multiply that answer by 4 to get 665.5. We divide that value by 3 to get 221.83 repeating. And then we multiply by pi. The directions tell us to multiply by 3.14. Make sure you do not clear your calculator and do not round your answer yet. Keep all the repeating numbers in your calculator when you multiply by pi. And you should end up with 696.5566 repeating. The directions now tell us to round to the nearest tenth. 5 is in the tenths place. The other 5 tells us to round up. So we end up with 696.6 as our final answer.